Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, and I'm hanging out with
the Rocker Chick
and
Jdubb.
And Jdubb. You have a very special guest with us.
Yes, I do.
Do you want to introduce?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
This person is one of my favorite people. This is Heidi, also known as Radar.
Hi, gang.
Hi. Hello.
How's it going? Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast.
I am excited and nervous, but hey, we're going to have some fun.
Yes, always.
Well, to break your nerves, I'm pretty sure Jdubb is brewing a big old toot over there. So if you hear it, that'll just break all the nerves right there.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll smell popcorn later.
Yeah.
There's got to be a joke behind that, because that is like the second time that's been mentioned. Is there a joke behind popcorn?
We go way back. Do you want to tell it, or do you want me to?
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. It's been, what, over 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go ahead, but I just can't believe it's been 10 years.
So,
I feel old for a second.
We used to work at Meyer together, okay? We were in the back room one day, and I was like, we were just standing around talking, and I really didn't know her yet, and I'm like, we're just standing there talking, and I'm like, you guys smell popcorn? And everybody's like, and I just started laughing. I was like, because I farted. But it's funny, because anytime you say, do you smell popcorn? Everybody's like,
yeah, like, no.
So it was funny. They were smelling my fart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
been kind of like our thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Radar knew it when I said, do you smell popcorn?
I started laughing instantly. Because I was watching the whole room, and I was just like, whoop. Y'all are doing what I think you're doing. And we were making eye contact, and I was like, yeah.
And that's how we guys became friends.
We were going to be friends.
Yep. It was all downhill from there.
Sure was.
Oh.
Back room, the paint was peeling.
Boxes were falling. It was apocalypse.
Yep. All I can see is fucking Bruce Willis up there on that fucking meteor. I mean, it's all good.
Oh, yeah. Don't want to close my eyes.
Absolutely. Tears streaming down my face. Oh. No, Bruce Willis, don't die. Yeah. I mean, don't you ever get that way? Have you ever seen Armageddon, Jdubb?
No. Long time ago. Like once a long time ago.
So listen, I mean, for those that don't know, Jdubb never watches like normal pop culture movies. She likes all these horror movies and B-rated movies, and you can name some really bizarre B movies, and she probably has seen them and watched them. But you give her a pop culture one like Armageddon, or have you seen Christmas Vacation?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah, I've seen that.
Sweating that one for a minute.
I have seen some, but.
My spouse, she's never seen Goonies and E.T. Hold on, she's gonna stop. Hold on. Go ahead, say hi.
Hey! No, I have not. Just
Sister, Bree, sister. Now you get to meet sister.
Hi.
Love you.
Listen, I don't know what she's doing right now, but tell her to take her ass back to the back room and flip on Goonies, because if you ain't seen that, something's missing in your life.
I know.
Listen,
I know.
you've already told me I have to.
Yeah, it's on the list of things to do within the next week or so.
Oh, shit. All right.
Very cool.
Goonies
She has
is a
no
good-
options. No options. Love you.
I don't think I've met too many people that haven't seen the Goonies.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, we're talking
Now
about
we have.
an 80s classic movie.
She's never seen Hercules either.
I don't think I have.
It's been
The
a
Disney
long...
Hercules?
the animated one?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to go in depth and get into I'm trying to think who the main actor was. There was a couple
TV
actual
show?
live action. Yeah, what?
Like the TV show Hercules?
No, it was a movie. It was a movie, but I want to say it was like Dolph Lundgren or some shit like that. But
I don't know.
I'll search it while you guys are talking. Hercules.
Like 2 peas in a pod there.
We did ShadowCon back in the day. That was like put on by the paranormal team that investigated my house, my haunted house.
Uh-huh.
And we were like part of their Warsaw chapter, I guess. That didn't go anywhere. We just went to this con thing where I danced with a skeleton, and
Oh, yes.
Radar made me look like I fell down a flight of stairs and broke both my wrists.
So many people were panicking over that.
Yes, they were. Like, they're like, what happened? I fell down the stairs. Do you need an ambulance? No. I'm good.
So Greg actually messaged me, the guy that was there from The Walking Dead. Do you remember him?
Yeah. Mhm.
So he messaged me. He's like, "Man, you still did amazing work on that girl's wrists. Like, I still think about it every once in a while." I'm like, "Thank you." I'm down in Columbia City, and here we are. Could have gone places.
But you do like you do makeup for like the haunted jail in Columbia City, didn't
Mhm.
you? Or do?
Yep. I haven't lately. Life, obviously. But yeah, I started out. That's actually where that's where my like paranormal really started to kick off in that type of aspect. So I started off as like a teenager working at the haunted jail in Columbia City, and I would actually sleep in there. Like, it was kind of my home away from home, and the place is truly like, you hear things, you see things, you feel things. It's not just like your regular haunt. And there were times where I'd build sets, and I would sleep in a jail cell, like that original wrought iron beds. I'd just make myself a little cot, and I would sleep in there. And I would hear a lot of sounds, a lot of voices, and I'd be the only one in there because I had keys. So, like, 1 o'clock in the morning, you'd think it'd be people outside, and I'd go and I'd check, go back, and they'd be down the hallway. I could hear things. And I would go investigate and, take pictures. But, I'm thinking this is 13, 14-year-old me. Because living in town, my mom knew Paul, and a lot of the other crew, so I was safe. But really, my sensitivity began at an earlier age. I lost my father at 7, and like that hit me because I actually I had a close death experience. We have a lake behind our house, and one of the girls bullied me and actually pushed me into the deep side of the lake, and my foot got caught in a net that was stuck in the bottom of the lake, and I was drowning, and my dad got me, and at the time I didn't know he was dying of cancer, so like he took the willpower to save me, and they said I coded, I came back to life. And then a few months later, my father passed away. And ever since then, I would hear him and I would see him in the middle of the night. And this is at 7 years old. And ever since then, my sensitivity to that has progressively grown. And so, pushed it off, and then the haunted jail happened. And Charles Butler, who is the big negative ghost there, we made a pact. I said, listen, you stay in your lane, I'll stay in my lane. You guys, you do your thing. I will bring people for you to scare. You leave me alone. So, it was one of those things. So, Jen, do you remember when we investigated it?
That was so long ago, but I do remember. But I don't remember.
You're killing songs.
Shit, I can't even remember what I did 3 hours ago.
Yeah. I was trying to nap. More than this. Bree drugged me with nighttime medicine so that I had a voice and I was able to be coherent for this.
Coherent.
Yeah. But, yeah, so when we went, you heard voices because we were up in the 3rd story. That was where prominently we were getting really good EVPs. That's why I didn't know if you heard.
I think we were the first people that he allowed up there to investigate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now, do you still investigate there? Or, I mean, do you go and just investigate it from time to time, or is just because you were part of the haunted tour thing? That I guess I shouldn't say haunted house, right? Yeah.
So I mean, every once in a while, I would just like as like a me thing. But I started going like out with my friends. There's a road in South Whitley. It's called Polk Road. Have you guys heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
I knew you had. So it has been known for negative, a lot of pagan rituals, the haunted train that's out there. My best friend and her husband and I, we went out just as a joyride to do an investigation to see if anything we could get. And it was the first time I actually got ectoplasm on somebody. Or ever. Huh. And it's really cool because it's actually on my Facebook. I have it in a folder. And it was around this time, oh gosh, I think it was like 2011. This is when we went out there. And it was really cool because like I was like, there was no trains, it was just us being stupid, trying to do something cool. And then I got like, just taking pictures of random things around. We got spooked by a dog, so we hauled ass out of there. It was a big Rottweiler. No, I'm out, bro. But for real though, like it was cool because we went back and I was like, dude, did I really catch something? Like, okay, so cool. And you can see in one of my pictures, it was a little girl hugging a tree trying to hide. Like you can make that outline out of it. And then I had taken a picture of him, and there it is. Boom. Ectoplasm coming out of his face.
Oh boy.
So like it's known to have like the haunted school bus. You hear that along with different legends and stuff like that. We never got anything of that nature, but you can sense a lot of negative energy out there. So yeah, the Rottweiler bowed out gracefully. we left. But from that point on, I really started doing different investigations, people's houses, like, did an exorcism.
Maybe.
No, I did. So I got permission. I was like, listen, I threw my case out. Really into paranormal stuff with a couple of the churches in my town. And I was like, hey, listen, this family needs help. I'm feeling ballsy. Let's do it. It was one of those things where, like, hey, listen, this is what you need to do. They gave me the scriptures and stuff I needed to do. I went to the house. It was a house in town. The wife unfortunately committed suicide in a tub and had been really plaguing one of the young kids. And the husband was having a really hard time with it. Like, there was, like, they said there was blood coming down the walls. It was just like a whole bunch of, like, things you'd see literally in a horror movie. And when you would go there, you would just see their faces were just, they didn't sleep at night.
Right.
And so it was Pastor Matt. He's like, okay, let's do this. And another friend of mine, two friends of mine, because I'm like, I'm going to need support. Like, they're into paranormal stuff. They were also religious. So let's go. Yeah, Pastor and I, we did it. It was wicked. You could hear the screams. You could hear so much. But again, I am sensitive in certain ways.
So you could probably hear it and nobody else
could hear it. I could hear it. I could feel it. So my sensitivity level has become more and more as I've learned and just grown as a person, and just let myself be open to the spirits. Is feeling and seeing them, hearing them constantly. I have to block them out. Actually, the 8th, I was at Broadwell Funeral Home in Felicity, Ohio. That was insane. We were there. I was with a friend of mine. We have investigated the Bell Mansion in Fort Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Super sick place. I love it. I forgot. Jen, have you been there, or you wanted to go?
I wanted to go.
Okay, we're working on it. For real, like, I actually just talked to my friend Lisa, who I went with. I was like, hey, listen, my sister wants to go. We're going to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to Rachel, who worked there, and she's going to try to get me in, hopefully in the next couple months, so I can get in and do investigation. So, Jen, you're coming with me.
Oh,
Look at that.
can we bring Jeremy or Golden Jay and Rocker Chick so they can get?
We can
their
bring
poop,
whoever.
poop their pants.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Jeremy, you just have to make sure you press record.
Make sure hit record. Yeah, exactly.
Bring your Depends, whatever you need. Let's do it.
You know, for as much shit as she blows me about being scared in these places, I've done exceptionally well. We've investigated the Fowler, calm, cool. We investigated the KC jail, calm, cool. I did an overnight in a haunted plantation in Louisiana, calm and cool. I was fine. Didn't shit myself once. No Depends needed.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened in the funeral home? I want to hear all about it.
So there was an amazing lady. She was the historian, and shout out to her. She was a sweetheart. God, I love this woman. So we actually were in the what they call living room because they were renovating. He's making it a dead and breakfast. Love the guy.
Oh.
He was awesome. But we had it was probably about, let's say like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and we were kind of winding down of our investigation, and we already had I'd already made contact with a little girl. Her name was Rosalie, which we had already been pre-warned, but she really clung on to me. They kept on saying that what the homeowner Broadwell would do was stick her up in an attic because she had a disability. Come find out she had Down syndrome. And they just, at that time, they hid children. Also, children at that time was seen but not heard. You know, it's that type of era. But I made a connection with her, and a lot of like, have you heard of Get Haunted Midwest? Held so that was the one that held the event. His name is Chris Smith. He was super guy. He was super nice. And so we were upstairs, and to go back to Rosalie, we first started out, went upstairs, and they had this little closet. They had like a little shrine of little toys, and again, you could see it was newly starting to be renovated. And Lisa brought her yes/no machine, the Epoch box. Am I saying it right? EPOC. I don't know. Girl, I'm used to a camera and a recorder. That's all I got. Like, I'm old school. These newfangled thingies, spirit box. What the hell's that? Never used that before. Dowling rods, use that for work. Didn't know I could use that for investigating. But yeah, so we went upstairs, and she really clung on to me. Because after Mike, the owner, stated what it was, I could relate. My uncle had Down syndrome. So, I explained that to her. I could feel her, and I could see her, and I could, like, smell, like, her perfume. She was playing with the dolls in front of everybody, and I'm just like shit, right? And so I stayed in that room quite a bit, because I am one that if someone wants to bring out negative energy, I'm out. Bow out gracefully. And that's just who I am. I'm not going to bring that negativity home. I cleanse, I sage, I do the rain dance, I do anything just so that way I cleanse and keep that shit to themselves.
Right.
But yeah, it was an experience. Well, we had gone downstairs, and then the lady, I started having this horrible headache, and it just started progressively progress, and then it felt like I had been shot in the head. It was just like, boom. And then it kept on replaying, and then more details and more details and more details. And I'm like, I could smell the gunpowder. I've been shot, so I know that feeling. And I could see a guy, and I just couldn't, I could see the outline of him, but he was staying far away enough where I couldn't physically see his attributes. And I finally told everybody, I said, guys, I gotta just say it out loud. Because we were using the dead bell at the time. Okay, did you happen to pass by suicide? Or been shot? And the lady, she was actually sitting next to me, she just drew all color, and she just slowly turned at me, and she's like, how? How did it go? I said, okay, I'm not trying to be graphic, but it was one of those, like, I couldn't, that's the only way I could describe it. Was it a guy? Yeah. I said, is, and she's like, okay, I'm going to be unprofessional for a second. And she spoke the guy's name that she said, hey, so-and-so, are you here? The dead bell just went boom, 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 boom. And like, I could physically see him now. Like, he came in and he's just like, and sure enough, it was her best friend. And she had adopted his child.
Oh, wow.
And they were having a straight-on, full-on conversation. The yes-no machine was going off. The dead bell was going off. And, like, I could just see in his eyes, like, as I'm kind of, like, looking at her with my left, I'm looking at him with my right. And you could just see, like he could breathe. Like, hey, she's okay. We're good. And, when he left the area, you could just see her just get a sigh of relief. Well, we went outside to go smoke because I was like, I gotta get out of here for a minute. This is too much for me right now. I'm trying to protect this one from bad juju. I'm trying to do this. We went outside and she just came and hugged me. She's like, I've been wanting to find him. It's been so long. I've wanted to tell him that she's doing okay. And I'm like, surprise! Hey guys, look what I can do. I even jumped up with my heels. It was great.
Now, can I ask a question?
I have an answer.
Did he recognize that you could see him? He knew that you could see him right there. That's insane.
It's hard in a lot of aspects because you go to Walmart. You already got a whole shitload of people in there. I already have social anxiety. Let's add more bodies, but nobody else can see them.
Right.
And you could just hear the talking, and it's interesting because Bree, the one that you saw, she didn't believe in this stuff. She had it shut away. Sunshine unicorns, fairies, butterflies. Then I'm here, and I'm just like, I like dead things. Freddy Krueger's my favorite. And so it's just interesting. She started to, like, she's a sensitive. Like, she's always been a sensitive, and she's never been able to, like, open up because of she's weird. Like, she's like, oh, I'm weird. I don't want to be even more weird. I'm like, honey, you're fine. You're good. But it's, it's amazing because she even, like, can see me. I will start, like, I have a vape. I'll start twistling my vape. I'll start biting my fingernails or my fingers. Like, I'll twitch with them. When somebody's really hot and heavy wants to, like, make contact. It's not like the whole Teresa Long Island medium type.
Right.
But, like, it's enough where, like, they're screaming at me. And I'm like, I don't know which one. I'm in Walmart. Who is it? Like, there's 10 people in carts, guys. Like, pick one. That's like Russian roulette. But, like, it's one of those things where, like, I've had to just, like, numb myself sometimes. Like, I become a zombie. Especially when there's a lot of people. I just tune in bread. I go in, I try to get out as fast as I can. I don't like to dawdle around. But the most place I feel comfortable is at a funeral home. Like, I'm comfortable there. I'm like, hey, how's it going, Joe? How's it going, Keith? They're dead. They can see me. I can see them. We're good. How's the family? Oh, you seen them lately? Cool, that's great. Mom will be looking at me. Jen, have you ever met my mom?
No.
So my mom's a sensitive. My grandma was a sensitive. So it's just one of those things. Like, my mom was very open about it after I was like, Mom, I think I see dead people. She's, I think, 6 cents.
Yeah.
And she's like, Hyder, I could have told you that. Oh, cool. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, appreciate you. One gene I got. But yeah, so it's interesting. Not a lot of people know that. So like I'm kind of like outing myself. Like I'm already gay, so might as well out. I see dead people.
Let's just throw it all out there. It's fun.
Let's just throw it out here. Like,
So Walmart's a pain in the ass, and Walmart's a pain in the ass anyway, but that makes it 10 times worse. But if funeral homes are fine, what about hospitals? Have you been in a hospital, and is it crazy in there?
Hospitals, I get very emotional. Like my body shuts down. Especially like the cancer wards.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm around there, because I go through health checks and stuff like that. Again, I got really bad shitty genes. Like I got the barrel shit. But going through there, it's really hard because again, my father passed away of cancer. My aunt passed away of cancer. My grandma passed away of cancer. My mom had cancer 2 years ago. I'm going through a cancer scare. It's just like one of those things where when it comes to that, I get highly emotional because I've seen what it has done. And then when it comes to the Heart Institute, that's the other one. It's hard for me. And my mom has heart issues, so I'm like, they're a frequent flyer. Mm-hmm. We go to the parking lot, and it's like, do I get a free parking sticker? Like at this rate, like, do I get free? Like the golden VIP. But yeah, it's hard. But like when I go every place else, especially when I hear that tone, then I have to instantly shut it off because I know it's coming. Like even harder. See, I used to be a volunteer firefighter. And
sounds like a fun job.
It's great. I was a first responder as well. So I did a lot of medical calls. My first death was across the street from my mom's. And I felt it. I worked so hard because I knew what was expected. Like I knew what was going to happen because I could feel it. And it's like a pulling feeling. Like you could, like, to me, it's like someone pulling you, like you're playing tug of war. That's how it feels. And I felt his energy pulling, and I'm like, damn, you're not leaving, dude. Like, I'm working. I worked 15 minutes straight giving him CPR. And I learned some things. Dark humor, if you ever need to know. If you go into cardiac arrest and you're a male, Viagra pill will make your penis pop up.
Good to know.
Didn't know that. Found that out the hard way.
Oh, no pun intended.
It was not, man. He was strong. But unfortunately he did pass. And it was like my assistant chief, he's like, man, you're taking this hard. But I could feel it. Like I could literally feel him leaving. Nobody else knew that. Again, you being raised in a country town, I mean, anybody knows Columbia City. Everybody knows. There's a church at every corner. If you say, hey, listen, I can feel them leaving, I'm sensitive, they're going to put you up in PBH. So it was rough. And then it was just a constant reminder every time, like, I go outside, it's right there.
Right.
And knowing, like, I worked my ass off to make sure that you didn't leave. And it was hard.
Right.
But Yeah, hospitals suck. Cemeteries I'm comfortable in. When I can be alone in a cemetery, to me it's peaceful. Because again, just like a funeral home, it's like I could hear the chatter of everybody, the sadness, maybe some good times, but I could feel everybody else around me, the other side, and it's kind of peaceful because it's like they're seeing how everybody wants to be remembered. Like, oh, this one remembers when I went to their soccer game or whatever, and you could hear the stories and you could just hear them their spirits being uplifted. And a lot of times you can see them crossing over. Like you could feel it, like they're being pulled, that pulling sensation. But you could feel it being like a fresh breath air. Cemeteries are hard. They're hard, but they're, again, comfortable for me because it's like I can talk to them one-on-one. Like, I know my dad is still here. I know my grandparents are still here. There's still unfinished business for them. I don't know what it is. They don't like coming to me because they know I can see them. They kind of just bow out. But there are others that I do, I try to reach out. Hey, listen, I clean off their headstone. I see who their family is, or I'll just try to find them on Facebook and be like, hey, I was at the cemetery. My condolences. I hope I just cleaned off their headstone, or I cleaned up their grave. Hope you don't mind. Just out of respect, and see if I can get that connection. Most times I don't, but just to see if I can maybe get some information and see if I can help them cross. But it's a
unfortunately, in the world that we live in today, if you IM somebody through Facebook with that, even though I know exactly what you're doing and you're doing it out of respect, 9 times out of 10, most people see that as, oh, here's another scam. I don't want to answer this. I don't want to put myself in that situation.
Or half the time you don't even see, if you're not friends with them or something.
Yeah.
You don't even see the message.
Right. Yeah, but at least I try. That's the only thing I can do.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, and some of these cemeteries are in such disarray anyway. I mean, it's just nice if somebody goes out there and does a little housekeeping.
Well, that's like when my mom and I went to Madison, and they had this huge cemetery, and the grass was up to my knees. There were old headstones that had fallen over and were covered in grass, and broken headstones and stuff. And it's like, you have this giant cemetery, and you are a historic town. Right. You are restoring all these houses, but you can't take care of the cemetery?
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
We actually did a funeral this last weekend, and of course it was a family friend, somebody I grew up with, her mom, a lot of years with them. We ended up in the cemetery here in town, and which is where my father's buried, and my grandfather and grandma. And we pulled in, and the first thing out of Rocker Chick's mouth was, did they take the trees down? They'd taken all these beautiful trees and pulled them out of there because of the root system ruining some of the gravestones and stuff like that. We are very fortunate with the small town that we're in. They take very good care of it. But man, it's stupid to say, but those trees are going to be missed because they were a big part of that cemetery for a long time.
And they were probably old too.
They probably were. Yeah. My grandma picked the grave site for my grandfather because of that tree.
And it was gone, and I was just like,
yeah,
tree gone?
It's just gone. But yeah, man, I know exactly what you're saying. So it's nice that you do that. I love the idea of you just kind of, when you're there, it's like, hey, come hang out, let's chat. I want to clean up your site. I've seen some TikToks of a guy that's been doing that. He runs he runs an Avi box or something along that while he cleans off the headstones. He just goes out there, runs it, cleans them up, and talks to who's ever right there with him. And it's a fun, interesting thing to watch. Really, I enjoy it.
Yeah, because you can learn so much. There's so much history. That's one thing. So much history in different locations of like different cemeteries. There's like 3 or 4 cemeteries in Whitley County that I go to or like have cleaned up or stuff like that. And just the history of and what is there and the different stories that could be told there.
Right.
It's just mind-boggling. Because again, like, so my family helped, establish Whitley County, Columbia City, and just to feel some of the bricks that are still there, I could feel the history and the energy from it. Like especially the limestone. Limestone is like I can instantly feel that. I don't know why. But
They say limestone is a conductor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it holds a lot of energy, I guess, right? Yeah. Which I'm feeling that you get more the more emotional, the more energy that you're creating, which is why you're able to see more and more when you're in those spaces.
It's in again, if it's an older building, all depends on how it's built. Man, it's like my whole body. It's funny because Bree could tell it better than I can. She would see my body where it's like it's convulsing. Like all you see is like this is how my body is, and I'm fine. I'm okay. It's just the energy is just hitting at me at such a high rate. I can't control it, and so again, that's why I fidget. I play with stuff. It's really just trying to ground myself, so that way, like I can hold a conversation with like someone that is truly flesh alive. I can have that conversation. And my buddy over here, he's asleep. Come here, Bubba. He's not gonna do anything. Aries, our dog, he sees stuff too, and he grounds Bree quite a bit. When she gets a sensory overload, and then like he'll come to me, especially like right every time I get back from an investigation. It's like he takes that energy and like just tries to let me zone out and ground out. So I'm lucky to have his little. He's snoring. Never mind. He's literally just chilling.
Oh,
He's just living his best life. But yeah, he's my grounding dog, and then I've got another one at my mom's house. Her name's Izzy. Lizzie Izzy. She's named after Lizzie Borden.
Nice.
So yes, we like horror at this house. We love it. I've trained the 5-year-old. She loves horror. So, but yeah. What other stuff you got? What questions you got?
What was the scariest thing that ever happened to you when you were on an investigation?
I smelled popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Don't ever go into Jdubb's office at the hospital. You will smell popcorn.
No, that was not me. That was the office next door.
Oh my gosh. I do have a couple. So there was a moment I was investigating, like it was a backwoods, like a Boo Radley type house. Like, we got permission from the farm owner, and he's like, "Hey, listen, this was like a family heirloom. It's pretty decrepit. it was literally a couple of us, that just randomly would get together and we'd just do these investigations together. And you could tell that there was an old house fire. And being on the fire department, I could smell it. Got my nose trained for it, so I could smell the old charred wood. And so we were investigating, and I I'd grounded myself. I had obsidian in my pocket because that helps me really ground a little bit. And I always have tiger's eye usually as well. Crystals are a big thing in this house. But I had those in my pocket. I was rubbing it because I had my eyes shut, and I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. I was just smelling it because I could just smell something like burning, and I'm like, shit, did someone like catch something else on fire? Like, this has been a house that was on fire years, like decades. So it's like an old farm, and I could just smell it. I'm like, shit, I know that smell. I know that smell. And I had my eyes shut, and I opened my eyes, and there was just a body that was burnt. Like, you could just see it. And I'm just like, I jumped back. One of the girls I was with, she's like, shit, are you okay? Because I tripped over a chair. I landed on my ass. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it would just stun me. Left field. Didn't expect it. Spidey senses were tingling. Nothing. Got nothing. And I'm like, did you not see her? Like, did you not physically see her? And she's like, what are you talking about, Heidi? And I'm like, oh, you idiot. Nobody could see dead people. That's me. And so, like, I was like, hey, do you need help crossing over? Are you okay? And it was like they were playing hide and seek with me. It was weird. We went down into the basement. Like, the house was sound. You could just tell there was just a fire. And so we went down in the basement, and I'm like, I went around a curve and was like, boom! There's that. Came around the corner, bum rushed me, and I fell on my ass again. And the D, who was with me, and she's like, dude, were you drinking? I was like, no, I'm sober. You've been with me all day. I'm fine. I'm just getting bum rushed. And she's like, what do you mean bum rushed? I'm like, shit, again, don't see dead people. I do see dead people. Okay, it was a bat. Like, that's the only thing I could come back was, it was a bat. But it scared the living shit out of me. Like, I drew of all color. It was like 10 minutes after that, we bowed out gracefully from there. And I went home. I was married to my first ex-wife. And she was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Because she didn't know, she didn't believe in any of that stuff. But it messed me up. I had nightmares for like a couple weeks because she just kept on coming in my dreams. And I'm like, God, it couldn't shake it. And so I got a hold of the farmer, a couple weeks after we had left, and I had those nightmares, and he tore down the house. Like, we were the last people going into it. And I'm like, disturbing, the resting place. So I went out and I said, hey, listen, what do I need to do to help you cross over, whatever. And nobody, like, she didn't show up. I didn't get bum rushed again. But it was a couple days after that, the farmer died. It was like, and it was a freak accident, and it was his farm equipment caught on fire.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Do you think that because he tore the house down, that ghost was.
It's the only thing I can think of. But it was one of those things where, like, after that, because when I went back out there, I felt the negative, and I was like, like, I'll try to make peace. I'll try to do that first, like, be a peacekeeper. You keep bum rushing me with negative energy, I'm out. You do you, boo. I'm gone. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't blame you there. I definitely don't blame you there.
Nope.
So that was the scariest one.
That was probably one of the scariest, only because it was like I had gotten myself so focused on being grounded. Being stupid again. I'm just like, I was like, okay, try to open yourself up, ground yourself. I like tell myself like the white light thing in my head, just so that way I'm like protecting myself from any bad juju there is in the world. Because I don't want any of that stuff to come home with me.
Right, absolutely.
So yeah, I opened my eyes. It was one of those things where like I had grounded myself so hard and so like into that. Spidey senses weren't working. Boom! It scared the living shit right out of me.
Right.
You needed Depends.
I did need Depends. It probably
I got extra. If you need,
do you?
Oh yeah, I got plenty. I'll bring you some.
I appreciate you.
So that was the scariest. What was the most fun? Let's flip it to the other side. What was like the best one that you've done where you're like, this was so good, and I felt so comfortable?
It was probably the Broadwell house.
Yeah.
Ohio.
With
the little girl.
Right
I felt so comfortable. Like, it was crazy because, again, I could see her, and it was cool because... Are we passing notes like we're in school? No, I didn't need a pen. What? Depends. Depends. Not a pen.
Good looking out though. Good. Yes.
Thanks, boo thing. Appreciate you. Love you.
Don't be sorry.
No, I did. I felt super comfortable, and like you can, gosh, like the other girl has the video of you could just see my hand being held. Like you could see like how my arm was like the prints, like you could feel it, you could see it, you could hear it, because a lot of the sounds were of kids singing and playing when I was in that room with her. So I just felt comfortable because it was like nobody was trying to be on her level. You can tell. Like, it didn't help that people were trying to bust out bad juju anyway. Right. Because from what I was grasping is like different paranormal groups were trying to like, there was a negative spirit in the house. It was down in the basement. And there was another one that was like a disgruntled man. And a lot of people were like highly focused on that. And this is like a little 11-year-old. She's scared. She was beaten. She was pushed and, outcast. And, nobody really wanted to make a true connection with her. And here I come. And Chris even made the comment to me while we were outside. He's like, this is the most activity I've ever had in an investigation. And I was like, you're fucking welcome, dude. Like, you're welcome. I did that. You're welcome. And he even made the comment. It was highly because of me being in that room and speaking to her and making that connection. And, like, it just was so comforting. Because, again, there's so much negative out there. Anybody's done a paranormal investigation group, you feel the negativity. You know there's negative spirits. But when you get that one where it's like they get a sigh of relief in that you have understanding with them, it's a whole different ballgame, especially when it's a child.
Right.
And again, I don't take negative energy home. My other half and I have a beautiful little girl. I need to protect her. And I need to protect her too.
Right.
So, there was things going on downstairs with like the other part of the group that was there. And I even made a comment with the girl I was with. I said, listen, you know what? I'm bowing out gracefully. Like, they can do that. That's on them. I'm not about that life. The one brought, like, I'm gonna rat her out. I don't care. They brought out, like, the Zozo box. Not about it. Nope. You stay in your lane, and they were using the Ouija board to try to communicate with that box there. Nah, I bow out gracefully. I can't do that. Like, I went, and then I even told the girl I was with, I said, listen, I'm going upstairs because I'm going to protect those kids away from that negative energy or whatever they're trying to bring out.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. Like, so I made sure, I said, hey, listen, don't go downstairs. You stay up here with me. And again, being sensitive, I could see their scaredness in their face. And, I'm an adult female. Like, hey, listen, I'm okay. You're going to stay here with me. I'll be your mom figure for the night. We're okay. So that was probably the fun and best one I've had in a hot minute. A lot of them, again, are, seeing the horror, like how someone passed away, or feeling that, the agony of a lot of it, or just the dismay of not being able to cross over. But when you do get a positive one that's just like thankful someone else can see them, can communicate with them, it's a lot, you breathe a lot easier, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I personally don't know how you can handle it, and hearing all that and having all that come at you, especially that's a lot. And some days I wish I could. Some days I wish I could, and most days I'm glad that I can't, because I'm not sure I could have. You seem like you handle it extremely well, and I don't know that I could. And it's I applaud you for staying grounded and knowing where the family's at and what's most important, but still being able to go out and try to help.
Thank you.
I gotta know. I need it. Our listeners need it. I need a Jdubb story. Can you give me a crazy ass Jdubb story that we don't know yet?
Oh God. Like, she ratted herself out, like, with the Meyer one. Let's be real here. Oh, God.
Yeah, because she still denies to this day her office, which
Do you remember the after party at ShadowCon?
Oh my, that if you're watching on Patreon, the eyes right there.
That's really where I was going with it, and I was just like, dude, we were the party.
Yeah.
That was fun. Oh my gosh. We drank pretty good on that too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like there was who was all there? The Tennessee Wraith Chasers.
Yes.
Christopher St. Booth.
Our gypsy friends.
Yes, the Gypsy Sisters.
Mm-hmm. Greg came, but he didn't stay very long.
No, and then there was another paranormal group, but yeah, we were the life of the party. Everybody wanted to be around us. Everybody, was buying our drinks.
Mm-hmm.
She had to keep one of the guys from the Tennessee Wraith Chasers away from me because he was trying to get in my pants hard.
Oh my!
And he's married.
Like, it was bad. I had to hit him off with a newspaper. Like, I literally think I grabbed a newspaper and was like, dude, get away from her. Like, it was bad. And like my bodyguard skills was coming in hot. Like this girl, whoo! But that was a good time, and it was like in a old school, like a
Dive
hometown bar type thing. We're
Right on.
like, and man, we had some, and everybody was like trying to be with like the people that were on TV, and they were trying to get like all their little groups. And then there's Jen and I, just off in our own little corner, and like we had made friends, like we were respectful, and well, not during the ShadowCon, and it was just like once everybody got our vibe and like seeing how we are together, like that's why I call her sister. She's like my sister. She's been there for me for a lot of things, and man, we were the life of the party. Like everybody wanted to hang out with us, and they wanted us to be on Facebook with them, and so forth and so on. And we were the cool cats for a.
And a lot of people were smelling popcorn that night.
Sure were. They sure were. From the both of us.
What? No.
Sure were.
Do you have any more questions for her? Something you want to dive into?
I don't.
Heidi, I would love for you to come back.
Bet.
I want to re-listen to your story, which you just recorded with us. I want to listen to it again because to be 100% honest, I was so taken by the stories you have told that I just got lost in thinking of what else I would love to ask you. And so I would love to listen back to this and have you back on the show and
Write your questions down.
and have everything in front of me that may or may not pop into my head while I'm in the midst of all that. But
I'm down like James Brown, like whenever. You just let me know. Like I appreciate you having me on, honestly. Like when Jen's like, "Hey, do you want to get on here?" I'm like, yeah. Like I'm messaging some of my friends. I'm like, "I'm gonna be on a podcast, guys," and they're like, "Seriously?" Yeah. Like, yeah, guys, I'm cool. You didn't know. I smell popcorn. What do you got?
That's right. Don't sniff the popcorn. But yeah, I would love for you to come back and sit down again, and I'd love your stories. I mean, I to be 100% honest, I knew of the paranormal investigation that you were an investigator, but that's it. I didn't know the depth of what you've been through and all that. And yeah, very, very taken by your story. I would love for you to come back.
He's awake.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll set that up. We'll get. I mean, I've got your number.
Bet. I mean,
that's right.
Anytime we want, like, the girl that I went to Broadwell, we're looking at trying to get into the Randolph Asylum.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're trying to figure out how we're going to work on that. So that may be another one if you guys possibly want to join. Like
we're
I said,
down. You just let us know. We're on our way.
Bet. I got you.
New addiction for listen, I'm very fortunate. We did the jail. We ended up with about 10 to 14 nice EVPs and different stuff that I found in there. We did Lloyd Hall Plantation, and those are good EVPs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Very, very impressed with what we were able to get out of there. And so yeah, now I'm almost addicted. I'm trying to hold off. I'm trying not to be
the dark
jumping
side.
in with both feet.
We've got cookies. Come to the dark side. Come on.
Yes, let me know. Let Jen know. Let me know. I mean, yeah, let us know, and we'll make sure that we try to fit it in this weird ass fucking schedule thing that we got going on over here. But
I get it.
It's insane. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to meeting you in person and hanging out. Yeah.
I mean, anytime you guys want me to actually come to the studio, just let me know, and I can head over or whatever.
Sweet. Okay, well, we're going to get out of here. You're invited to the studio anytime you want to come in. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Just come in and just wreak havoc on one of Jen's stories. It'll be amazing. Maybe you guys will smell popcorn. Maybe I'll save up and pop some popcorn.
You're about to smell popcorn. It's the brewing. But I can't let it rip because I got to pee and I might pee my pants.
No.
We'll get you some Depends.
Yeah.
Not a pen, Depends.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Heidi, thank you so much. And
Thank
like I said,
you,
I'd love
guys.
for you to come back. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey, go check out the United States of Paranormal.com, where you can find all of the cool merch. Camptober is still up. It's going to be up till the end of the year. And you can find all the old Tober stuff too, with Dolltober, Clowntober, and Bamptober. It's still there till the end of the year. Go get your t-shirt. Also check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/TUSOP, and be our friend on there.
Yeah.
Be our friend.
Be our friend.
Do
Our
it.
friend. I want you to be our friend on Patreon. All right, guys, until next week, keep it spooky, and I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
I
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at UnitedStatesOfParanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/TUSOP.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. Golden 80s, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys, wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.